The brutal truth about getting in shape is that most routines are great. What separates the good from the bad is neither a certain exercise or a training style. You can do calisthenics and get jacked. You can also go to the gym and get jacked. The difference is in the principles your training is built on. Most routines get the fundamentals right. Train close to muscular failure, do more than 5 sets per week, and do it with a good technique. What separates those who succeed and those who fail is genetics, but let's ignore it because we cannot really control it. The truth is that the main determinator is time. It is patience. So a few weeks ago, I listened to that guy called Alex Hormozy. He's a business guy, but I heard them defining patience. And the definition that he gave was so practical and simple at the same time that I wanted to share it with you in this video. Patience is doing something else in the meantime. And that's the thing. By not being patient, by consistently searching for new ways to get more results in the gym, you will basically waste your energy and time. Because the truth about getting in shape is that going and training each and every day for 6 hours for a week, 2 or 3 will yield you a lot less results than taking the same amount of time and spreading it over months and even years. The reason why is because the body cannot really adapt to tons and tons of stimulus at the same time. The progressive overload principle is fundamental as fuck, and it states that as long as you progressively get better, an increase of 5 pounds in weight per week or per month, as long as you do it this way, your body will adapt. But if you just go from training 3 hours per week to 12, your body will not be able to adapt. You will not be able to go and do it. It works the same with volume and with everything related to training. You need to increase load and time gradually, and there is a certain cap that you cannot go over because then you will be overtrained. And that's why patience is so important. That's why it is the key. Without it, guess what will happen? You will just lose patience, and guess what? You will search for new tricks to get results. You might even hope on the juice, which is not smart. And because of that, you will probably get discouraged. I don't know you, right? So it's not necessarily you. But let's take a guy who wants a lot of results really fast. He's not patient at all, and I was like him. But when he goes and trains for the first few times, he barely sees any progress. After those times, assuming he doesn't change, will he stop? Yes, of course. Of course, the newbie gains phase yield the results, but most impatient guys, they expect results in a faster rate than the newbie gains phase, and if they don't change, they fail, they just stop, because they don't really want to put in that amount of work, they don't want to do what's necessary. And that's the thing, you don't need a better routine, you don't need hacks, you just need to be patient. As if you're a beginner or not, it doesn't matter. If you want faster results and you don't get them and your routine is decent, at the very least you train close to muscular failure with more than 5 sets per week per muscle, then bro, you might be able to get a little bit more results by increasing volume and recovery and improving your diet. But in general, you probably fulfill 60 to 80% of your genetic potential already when it comes to the results you can see. And the only thing that is left to do is maybe to optimize your routine even more. But on top of that is to learn to do things in the meantime, to do something else in the meantime. Remember the Alex Hormozy definition. Instead of just deeming yourself an impatient person and just stopping to train, realize patience boils down to going train and having a good diet and sleeping enough, but in the meantime, doing something else, not looking at yourself in the mirror every second. You've probably had those days in which you were just really bored. I had them, and in those days, do you go to the mirror that you have in your house and just start flexing, just looking at your body? If you have been trying for a few weeks or months, you can probably relate to it. If not, then probably not. But you've probably had those days. And in those days, if you have seen great results and you just want better results than those, then you can truly relate to dysmorphia, feeling dysmorphia. But if you haven't seen the results you want, you've probably felt this feeling in your heart, like this like heavy feeling of, oh, I look like this. I felt it when I started my fitness journey and it sucked. When I was impatient as a freak. And that's the thing I wish I was told before. Bro, It takes time. Don't look at yourself each and every day and feel bad about the results you get. Look at the work you do. Realize that doing it, if you do the right work, especially if you do the right work, if you want to do what the right work is, check out the boring course in the description for free. If you do the work, then realize that the only thing that is left to do, just do the work, take it day by day. Today, do that work you need to do. When tomorrow comes, do the work you need to do as today, and then the next day, and so on. And as the weeks will go by, as you will have something else to do in the meantime, while not training, while not dieting, while not sleeping. Some people have a life and they don't have this trial, and other people who have a life too just focus on the results too much. Find things to occupy your mind with outside of training, occupy your mind with them, and as the time will go by, as you will be busy throughout the days, as you will do the work and put in the cause for the effect of being in shape, you will see results, you will progress, and as the time will go by, you will look at yourself in the mirror and you will feel amazing. Why? Because you will have a certain body, maybe not your dream body, because no one can guarantee you will get it, but you will have a much better physique than you had before, and it will be amazing. The truth is that you need to be patient. How do you become patient? You find things to do in the meantime. So this is the practical step of this video. Take a piece of paper and write activities you can do outside of training, spending time with friends, talking with your friend on Discord, playing with them, whatever, right? Just find things to do outside of training in the gym, of focusing on the gym, of thinking of the gym, and just do them. And remember, you don't need a better routine, just be patient, the results will come.